Hi everyone, and this is going to be a very simple guide on how we can install NVIDIA's multi-frame generation on any GPU. Yes, from today using the latest and updated version of DLSS Enabler, now it's possible to use 4 times frame generation on any older GPU. This is even going to work on RX 580, RX 570, and even older GPUs like GTX 10 series, even GT 1030. All the basic requirements you need to use this mode is that your GPU should have DirectX 12 support, and if your GPU supports DX12, you can use the multiple frame generation, and the game you're trying this on should be running on DirectX 12 as well. For now, no other API is supported, so DX12 is the only API where the multi-frame gen works, and the game should have any kind of frame generation already in the graphics settings. So if the game has any kind of frame generation like Black Myth Wukong, you can use this mode and get 4 times the frames you were getting before. And yeah, that's all for the intro, and let's dive into it. So first of all, we have to download the mode. I will leave the direct ad free download link down in the description box of this video, so you can simply download from there and just simply open that link and click on download, and you can just simply download without any ads. And after downloading this will be in a zip format like this. It will called multi-frame gen mode.rar. Just simply right click on this and click extract here using WinRAR or 7-zip. Use any one of your choice, and now you will see we got 2 more files after extracting it. So first of all, for now at least, ignore the version dll.file and simply click on top DLSS Enabler beta installer. Click here and click on I accept the agreement. Click next and next. And now this is very important step. Make sure to select the main file location of your game wherever your game is installed, but make sure to select the main folder of your game where the main exe file of your game is located, not where the launcher is. In some cases like Unreal Engine games, the main exe is located somewhere like B1 binaries Win64. So make sure you select the correct option, correct file location where your main exe is located. Otherwise, the mode is not going to work. So you can also copy the file path as a text if you got. So you can see here Steam apps, Black Myth Wukong, binaries, Win64. Here is the main exe folder. So make sure you select the main folder where the main exe is located. And after this, clicking on next, you will see this. So there are many options, but basically we don't have to enable any of these. But make sure you set this on default, install version.dll, and this works the best for now, and this is the one we required. And here you will see this enable support for AMD and Intel GPUs. So very important, if you got any other GPU than NVIDIA like Intel or AMD, make sure to enable this so the mode will work. And if you got NVIDIA GPU, you don't have to enable this. So if you got AMD or Intel, make sure you click on this in order to make the mode work, and otherwise the mode is not going to work in your game. So make sure you enable this option. And if you don't have AMD or Intel GPU, if you got NVIDIA GPU, just simply keep this off. We don't need this. And here below you can see this optimal install, optional install, rec files, enabling disabling driver signature. I recommend checking this as well. This can help sometimes in countering errors. So yeah, that's all. And I got NVIDIA GPU, so I'm not going to enable this and enable support for AMD and Intel GPUs. But make sure if you have these, enable this option. Click next, and now finally click on install, and then the mode will be installed almost instantly. And that's all, our now mode has been installed. So now we have to open that folder again where we install this version DLL. So now you will see we have to copy and paste this file inside the main game folder, the same file location which you selected for the installation of the mode inside that DLSS enabler.exe. So right here you can see this main folder where I installed the mode previously, the main folder. So now we have to copy the version.dll file here. Simply right click and click paste, and it will ask to replace. Simply replace the file with destination, and that's all. Our multi-frame generation mode is now installed successfully, and now we just have to open the game and enable the frame generation there. So just launch your game. So now inside the game, after installing the mode, simply go inside the graphic settings of your game and look for the DLSS and frame generation related settings, and enable frame generation and DLSS both inside the game's graphic settings. So basically once this mode installed, regardless of any GPU, frame generation and DLSS will be there and available to use. So make sure both of these are enabled, both frame generation and DLSS, in order to make this mode work. So once it's enabled, back from here, and now press the tilde key on your keyboard. In case you don't know that which key, you can see on the screen. this is the key I'm referring to. You have to press this key in order to bring the main mode overlay. So just press this, and now this mode overlay will pop up here. You can see. So this is the main overlay where we have to enable control the multi-frame generation. So you can see here, this is called adaptive frame generation, which is called multi-frame generation as well. So make sure it's enabled. Click on from here. It should be on. And now you can see the FPS threshold. For now, you can see our FPS is currently 50. And now you have to just slide this up. And as soon as I increase this, the FPS will also start to rise. And you can see increasing this will improve the FPS further and further, and the maximum we can go is 220, and depending on the base FPS and the graphics settings of your game, you will get 4x multi-frame generation. As you can see on the top of the screen, you can see 4x auto is now enabled. So this is the maximum frame generation we can get, and as you can see, our FPS almost boosted more than 3 times from 50 to 163. And yeah, and now you can see it's enabled. And also, as you already know, that there will be latency and some other issues while playing on this high FPS because of 4x frame generation. So you can always play and control according to you, find which one works the best for you and which one offers the best frame rate with latency. You can always control this slider from here, and increasing this will improve FPS and decreasing this will decrease the FPS. So yeah, that's all from controlling the multi-frame generation. You can also set a FPS limit, control VSync of the game, or even enable the reflex. I recommend enabling the reflex for better latency here as well. And on the top of the screen, you can see screen space ray tracing. Yes, we can also enable this, and enabling this will also enable the ray tracing based screen space ray tracing. And this will also work on any GPU. Regardless on any GPU, ray tracing also going to work. So for now, I will keep this off. You can also enable this. As you can see, game looks much better with this. So now I will keep this off and on 220. And here you can see settings changed. Click on persist, and now press that key once again to close this overlay. And that's all. Now you can see the frame generation on 4x is working, and here you can see the smoothness on the screen. It's working really fine, almost like the real one. And so yeah, that's really impressive, that how this mode can shape your game from 50 FPS to 161. Of course, there are some latency issues, but considering that this update just came today, it's impressive. And the best thing is that this can work on any GPU, even older GPUs, like as I told in the starting of the video, GTX 10 series or AMD RX 580 series. So yeah, that's all, and you can see how smooth it looks. A little bit of gameplay. And yeah, always keep your GPU drivers up to date. This mode works best with the latest GPU drivers and latest Windows updates. And also avoid using any application like overlay application like MSI Afterburner or Discord overlay, Steam overlay. Any overlay application can intervene in the working of this mode and cause unexpected errors. So make sure you don't use any of these application. Otherwise, there can be some random crashing. And now I will show that how you can basically install this mode from your game if you want to install this without harming the game files. So yeah, I'm going to show that how you can install this mode and bring everything back to default. So now to install the mode, simply open the main game folder of your game once again where we previously installed the mode in, and then simply look for this uninstall 000.exe. Simply click here and it will say, are you sure you want to completely remove DLSS Enabler and all of its components from your computer? And clicking yes will basically revert all of the settings and all of the things we just did, and every file from this mode will be removed from your game without harming your game files. So yes, and now you can see DLSS Enabler was successfully removed from your computer. It means every setting is now back to default. It's reverted and all of the files are now gone. So yeah, that's all from this video in my opinion. I hope this was helpful, and as I said, you can avoid some general errors from always keeping the Windows and drivers up to date. And yeah, that's all, and I tried to keep this as simple and straightforward as possible. So I hope this was helpful, and if this was, subscribe to the channel and like this video. Thanks for watching, and finally, bye.